human being trying to destroy the sea. They said the sea belongs to them.
They don't know my identity. They get confused with my identity.
So they want to come and see. We can't stop them. As I say, progress, you can stop progress.
We are divided politically. Some leaders mix politics and community. Now we are divided by belief in right and wrong thing.
So you live for the sea lah.
Yes, I live for the sea. Even I will die for the sea. Very bad catch today. This is bad, huh? St. Francis Xavier's crab. Because the rosary dropped in the sea. This crab brought up and gave the statue, the rosary back to St. Francis. It didn't boil only.
Boil ni, jangan put saya asin.
Io sono Gerard Denker. Io rami di mar. Io già vivo na Praça Chang 64 anni. I became a fighter of my people. First I started to fight for the fishermen's land. And development is coming a lot. Since 1996. From there, I learned the strength to fight on development issue. That is where every development comes, I will demo. I will call my fishermen to go out to fight for our, we said, the sea land. The reclamation there, there's nothing there really. It's a part like a desert already. It's a mess. And plus, every building that they reclaim, they bring up bankruptcy. But they're going to build more building, but bankruptcy. Even the fishermen cannot drift their net to the other side. Those days they can drift their net to the other side, past the river, Malacca River. Today cannot. Everything is gone. Consider half of the sea, of the coastal sea, have been gone already. When the sand goes out, it's this, killing the seabeds. There's no, the fish, if wanted to have their meal, like we say, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, gone. When you take the sea, our culture also will go away. Because fishermen have come from where? From the settlement. Then it's where, generation to generation, the parent is fishermen. Even a bit also we catch, our family is happy, the fisherman's children is happy. We will come back singing song. That is the happiness of the fishermen.
You know, when I was young, I used to sit at the seawall there. When at night it's so peaceful and quiet, you can hear music coming down from the sea. You know, you can hear that, like, or maybe your mind is playing a trick on you. I don't know, but you can hear music from far. And now you cannot. Everything going. Io sono Cipriano Francis de Costa. Io nasci aqui na Paris de Chang. Eu faço serviço no Gominto, de retire. Eu brinca para Portuguese dance, cantar na Malacca, vai Singapura, Kuala Lumpur. 1922, padre que acompanha si Chang, que chama tudo Portuguese and Portuguese de Malacca, ficam aqui. At that time, the priests required the land for the Portuguese people who are staying astray in Malacca. The shepherd want to gather the flocks of all the sheep to be here. So in 1926, they had this land. There was only 5 houses here in Tisara Road. Slowly, they gathered, people came in to say out of 5 became 10. So now we have about 116 houses in the settlement itself. Some of them are in overseas, in Singapore, some of them in KL, some of them into Australia, some of them into England, some of them migrated, I don't know where some, but mainly from here they are migrated themselves to Singapore. Singapore of the reason, because from here.
Nonna domina kama desa yo domina jang. Nonna domina kama desa yo domina jang.
Of course, we want to maintain this is what we have. Our community here and our people here, you know. At least we know that our nieces, our nephews, our grandchildren, even though they are working abroad, they know they can come back to their family land here. This land, we are only, they call it a lease land. You know? So if you lease land, they give you say, they gave us first a 99-year lease. So now I'm already 70. Maybe they will have another 20 or 30 years more to go. We are facing progress when they say you have to pay for progress. Our children, now some of them are working outside, some of them are fishermen. Okay, like while they are still here doing fishing, they're still maintaining it, the culture of their people, of our people. Those are like in Singapore, working in Singapore, they get married, they stay in Singapore. So how do you want to come back all the time when you know, so they only can come back on certain occasions because they also got a family to think of there. Right, so here we are here, those who are here have to stick together, like I said, you know. Only we need their help and anything they can sign papers, you know, petitions, all that, that's all only. Other than that, they can't do much. Because we also cannot do much because this is progress.
Where do you think, if let's say the land gone, where do you think everyone will be?
I don't know. That is the future. I don't know.
Spaki, move. Bend down, bend down. I don't know what's wrong with your leg. Bend, go down some more. Bend down, bend down, bend down. Okay, uno, dos, tres. Okay, tomorrow if you do mistake, just carry on. Don't just laugh or what, just carry on. Like, yes, just now you did one mistake, you're supposed to walk, you didn't walk, but just carry on. Okay, if you're just standing here and doing, just carry on. Don't say, must walk. No, ma. All right. Especially the circle part, huh? My name is Sarah Frederica Santa Maria. I'm 55 years old. I'm born and bred in the Portuguese settlement, and I'm a cultural activist, or also known as enthusiast where I keep the tradition, not just food, but the Portuguese dance, the songs, the traditions, the culture, and everything in. All in one. I think I'm a full package.
Okay. So, what is Kristang to you?
Basically, Kristang means Christian. Why people say we are speaking Kristang is because we are Christian. And we come from Portuguese settlement, and when we went to school, instead of, they don't know how to call us. So they say, oh, you orang ni Kristang lah. Because we speak Kristang, we speak Malacca Portuguese. But the teachers are the one that told us that we're speaking Kristang. You see, yeah. Even my grandmother, my grandfather, they all also say Kristang actually. They don't say Portuguese. Only of late, when we had scholars from Portugal who came, and when they listened to us speaking, they said, you know that you're not speaking Kristang, and you know that Kristang means Christian, and what you are saying is the local Portuguese, it's Malacca Portuguese. So that's how we change from the word Kristang to Malacca Portuguese. Yeah. We had the University Malaya people, especially Dr. Stephanie Pillay. She came and she helped us to start to have this book, Bem Prende Portuguese Malacca or Papia Kristang. It's much easier to learn, much easier for me to teach because I use this book in my classes. The thing about Kristang language, we don't have phonetic sound for the alphabet symbol. But in Portuguese, they have phonetics. That's why I think they say it's easy to learn Portuguese, but for me, I say easy to learn Kristang. Because I use Bahasa Malaysia spelling. When I use the Portuguese spelling, like Krancer, you spell with C, the children cannot read. They will read as Chancer, Trancer. They cannot pronounce it. But when I put it the Kran, and they say it's Krancer. So when I went to college, it was in Negeri Sembilan. So people have never heard of Kristang, never heard of a Portuguese woman or Portuguese girl. So when my friends all told, got Portuguese girl in here, not? So everyone came and rushed to see me. They say, hey, if you don't say who you are, I think you're a Malay girl. You look so Malay. People don't know Portuguese at that time. Even until today also, if I were to attend any seminars, if I were to wear baju kurung, people will say that I'm Malay. They won't say that. They don't know my identity. They get confused with my identity. One thing is they have to come and learn. They have to try and speak the language, learn it from their grandmother. Don't say that this is a secret language. I know those days everybody will say, my mother will speak to her friends when she doesn't want us to understand the language, what they're saying. So that's wrong, I think. We should all speak and let the children understand.
Oh, Jilly was wrong, Jilly was wrong. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, let's see. Let's see, hurry. Come on, come on, come on, Hey, Ben, the last one you waiting for y'all. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner. Ben! Every year you need 5 years.
I roll on the here. Then tomorrow when you're walking on stage, when you walk accordingly. So you walk first. So arrangement is important. Now you must know where you are supposed to be. Look at the side. You also know me, Senor Martin Teixeira. You sa sete ano. Eu de casa tenho 2 filhos. Okay, eu jadi Kristang di Malacca. Kristang di Malacca cuma pari pintado just Tantu Base Pala, Amoroso Kristang. And I do a little bit of heritage walks for students. And recently we have set up a Malacca Portuguese Eurasian Heritage Arts and Cultural Society. Now that society actually is to focus on preserving the culture and heritage, customary practices, archiving, and documentation, research. And it's also something that we want to let everyone have access to, because I think information is no more your own kind of thing. I think it should be shared because it's important being a small community. In fact, yesterday we had the feast of St. John the Baptist. I mean, we as kids, we love San Juan for its own uniqueness because we light candles, we can play with fire, and then we have kanji mungu, we can run around, we can go out of the house, even come out. I mean, play around the house and come in after 8 or 9. Those days, by 6 you should be in. So that's San Juan. And it's more internal, spiritual in that sense, you know. Now, everybody's so confused because this is the parish priest saying that, I don't know, maybe we're not celebrating the right way because the feast day is today, 24th. But traditionally, we don't celebrate the feast day. We celebrate the eve of the feast by lighting candles, by wearing green, where you draw the line of liturgical and traditional. So we are told, oh, don't follow tradition. But that's what has kept us going all these years. If not for our cultural tradition and our practices, we have lost our identity many, many years ago. What we do in Malacca is unique. So that cultural, traditional heritage is important to maintain, and we have to educate our people.
San Pedro is, the meaning of San Pedro is St. Peter's, and we know that St. Peter is a fisherman. And he is the patron saint of the fishermen. So our fishermen, before they go fishing, they will say a short prayer to St. Peter to be with them, to guide them, and to help them get like good fish, you know, to come back with good catch. Yeah. Why we have it such a grand scale? Because the fishermen work all throughout the year. See, every day they are working. They go fishing. So we just give them that one special day for them to like Thanksgiving, give thanks. That's why we have mass and all that for the fishermen. The party actually is for them.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before we start off, okay, today I'd like to say that we will have the official launching ceremony because, ladies and gentlemen, why? Today is the 29th of June, which is the official date of St. Peter's Feast, all right?
Like with what we are doing today, what I'm doing today, like I'm doing a lot of exposure of our tradition and our culture. We will not lose it. In the settlement, we will not lose it. Definitely we won't lose the culture and tradition here because it's still going on. We are still practicing. We have our own tradition, we have our own culture, you know. So we ourselves should not be afraid to show to others our culture and our tradition.
Only that's why I said, no, you all should continue now. The young generation should continue what we left. We left. The ones who like to go fishing, continue doing it. The ones who like music, continue doing it. The ones who want to do cooking, improve yourself to be somebody where you can be proud of what you are. And I tell you the truth, I'm very proud of what I am.
Generation to generation, we pass over. We pass over, that means our Kristang will never die. We have to preserve our settlement. We have to preserve our culture. We have to preserve our Kristang. I want them to become unity, love one another. What our religious have taught us. Don't gossip. Pray for them when they are doing, advise them when they are doing wrong.
Older generation actually cannot really help much. They only can maybe be a sense of moral support. The hope is in the young, but the young must be supported, the young must be spotted. So I still strongly believe we have hope. Many people say no lah. I think we have hope. We have hope that we can still sustain the community with its cultural heritage of language, of religious practices, of music and song. I think there is hope. There is hope.